Hey everyone, this is going to be a video on some of the acting that I do when I'm reading like books and stuff, especially comics. So I went to the thrift store yesterday night with my sister and one of my friends, and I came across this really interesting book called The Daily Post Healed, No Disease, No Illness, Now What? So basically, I guess it's basically about like a lot of mysterious deaths that are going on and people are just getting healed by some miracle. But then there's also, at the same time, there are people who are basically dying of a mysterious death with no mental illness and it's completely unknown. They don't know what's going on. So it's like very confusing. I'm going to read the back so you can probably get a little bit of a better understanding of it. This book will change your mind about independent comics forever. Secrets Identity Podcast. At 12:06 a.m., August 22nd, 2011, the world was healed. All life-threatening diseases and illnesses were instantly cured. After that, the only deaths were unnatural or man-made. For all intents and purposes, humans became immortal. This is what happens next. So I'm going to get started. I'm actually kind of already almost done with this comic, but I'm going to read you a few pages. Now, this comic is not in color, so it's actually just black and gray, as you can see here. So we're going to start reading on this page now. Well, I tell ya, I'll be back here because Lord knows that I feel like crawling in a bottle and never coming right about now. How about you guys? Feel like you're ready to hit the big bad world solo? Yeah, me neither. I'll bring the coffee. Lens blends and crap and life's too short. Healed. No disease, no illness, now what? 16 days after the healing. Governor Lee, I was wondering when you'd be gracing us with your presence. Gentlemen, please, let the man through. No doubt that he's got a busy, busy day ahead of him. Adrian, you're so kind to recognize the importance of my time. Yeah, time is important, so let's get to the heart of the matter. What does constitute cruel and unusual punishment these days? See, Governor, there are all types of people in this prison, but there is one group I'm concerned about. Several young men are in here for non-violent crimes. They are detained for the rest of their lives, thanks to your oh so popular 3 strikes law. And it certainly looks like the rest of their lives could now be a very, very long time. So to try and convince me that I should, what releases these offenders y'all stage a riot? The specific subset in incarcerated men I'm speaking of had nothing to do with this demonstration. Malcolm, please give Governor Lee the surveillance tapes. On these tapes, you'll see the group of men I'm advocating for were calmly escorted to the South Wing at the very beginning of the unrest and did so without any incident of violence. They remained sequestered while the transfer of power in this prison was negotiated. These men have not participated in any of the recent events as to keep their grievances clear and untainted. As a matter of fact, I'm happy to report that you'll find very little violence in any of those tapes. Well, with one notable and regrettable exception. Officer Patrick, a veteran guard of the Trailer State Prison, has unfortunately passed away. It appears he met with a nasty slip and fell down the west stairwell. The tragic irony of it all is that he met his end in the same stairwell where so many prisoners had similar accidents while being escorted by Officer Patrick over the years. Please do pass along with condolences to his family. Well, Adrian, I hear your concerns and I understand that the plight of your boys in the South Wing, but I don't think your thought I don't think you have thought all of this through. The people outside these walls want you in here, and they want all of you in here. But 3 strikes directly violates the 6th Amendment. The 8th Amendment. And, Adrian, I'm not going to debate the law with you. I was elected because I told those people that I would make them feel safer. And for 3 elections in a row, they said, "Great job, Governor Lee. Keep up the good work." I'm not a reporter, and there aren't any cameras here, and you know damn well that their strikes isn't keeping anyone safer. I said I'd make them feel safer, and I have. Adrian, have you even asked yourself why anyone other than your families and a gaggle of sweet but misguided first-year law students would want them out of prison? They had their chance, and if they didn't want to go to the prison, they shouldn't have broken the law 3 times, and all they know is how to break the law. That's what I'll hear over and over again if I even bring up the idea of releasing or reducing your sentences. I mean, I got my ass handed to me when I gave you guys 40-inch HDTVs 3 years ago. Tell me, what do you think they'll do even if I bring something like this up? So, no, Adrian, your boy's sentences won't be revived by anyone anytime soon. Not when good law-abiding citizens are struggling and scared. But I get where you're coming from, and I'm sympathetic. My mother-in-law was confined to a wheelchair, and now she is walking around the rest of the house like she owns the place. I mean, technically she does, but you get my point. I lost my quiet time in the remote. And I won't throw y'all under the bus with the media. Excuse me, boys. And I'll get you some fresh water and blankets and crap, even to keep the lights on for you. But Adrian, one more guard of a staff member gets hurt, I'll send my boys in hard. And by the way, this display of muscle and dark meat, it's kind of insulting, and I thought that we understood each other better. Well, gentlemen, spread the word. It looks like we'll be here for a while. The cafeteria of the Vanessa Headley Corporation, Towns River, New Jersey. This is the biggest area for people across the Vanessa Headley campus to gather, gossip, and catch up. But for Anthony Mendoza, this is a place for him to wait. Can I sit down? Sure, no problem. Thanks. Cassie Bell, Vanessa Headley. You're Cassie Bell from Lester Manning's group? Yep, but I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. Oh, no. We actually never met. I'm Anthony Mendoza, and I'm the new you. I guess with Donna Gibbs. The new me? I feel like I should be apologizing or setting up a rescue mission. So, how is Donna doing? Oh, well, Donna's Donna. I get it. I can only imagine how she reacted to losing her spot and budget. That's partly why I left the division. So, how is she keeping you busy with these days? Anything interesting? Well, we're trying to see if people can still develop life-threatening diseases, so every 7 days we process a new group of volunteers. And after we check them in, we show them to their beds and start testing right away. We try to give them cancer, but Donna's thinking we should try other stuff like AIDS. At the same time, we're discharging patients, and we just turned them out onto the street. I'll take a while for any symptoms to show up, and it costs too much to keep them on site, so we just let them go out into the world with who the hell knows what coursings through their body. In a couple of months, they'll come back and we'll test them to see if anything happened, disease-wise. We go down to the D.C. and pretty often now. We have lunch with senators, talk about the healing. Donna tries to sell them on her plans, but really, I don't think they care. They just like having lunch or someone else's tab. From what I've picked up on, The government doesn't have a clue what's happening. They're making up everything as they go along. Last week, we got to take a corpse right out of a medical examiner's office. Flying for 2 hours with a corpse and the plane was really freaky. And during my spare time, Donna has me reading about every death in the country, looking for anything that looks out of the ordinary. Oh, and she recently had IT block Facebook and Twitter on our laptop. Look at this. This is kind of creepy. So, this right here, I don't know if you can see, is the coffin that has the corpse in it. And then you can see how she's resting her feet on the coffin. That's just freaking disgusting, dude. Oh my God, who does that? Well, yeah.
You got any clothes in your hamper?
No, I don't.
Let me use your hamper to take
Only a little bit of clothes, but that's it.
Okay, I'm gonna put the bathroom clothes and take this downstairs. I just want to let you know. Woo! Packet! Packet smell!
Sorry about that. You know Donna always has something to keep us busy. Huh, yeah, I can imagine. Probably not. So what's it like working with Lester? I hear the food technology division is really hot. It's incredible, let me tell you. With each new project that works, or even shows promise, we get more money thrown at us. It's only been 3 weeks and I've already lost track of the number of jobs we have going. It's incredible. Wow, sounds like you really believe in what Lester is doing. Well, I believe that this division is the place to be right now, and that's for sure. Oh. Anthony, if you're looking to romanticize your work life, this isn't the place. Donna, the tests are back from the lab. This could be it. Bring them ASAP. Bad news? Depending on your point of view. Hey. Lester Manning's ideas, do they work? Are they going to change the world? They better. I just bet my career on it. It was nice meeting you. Hey, you think that I could meet Lester? Can you set that up? Sure, but won't Donna see that as fraternizing with the enemy? Yeah, probably. Of course, the champ is here. When I was coming in, I wasn't sure who'd be here, but I knew the champ would be here. How you been, champ? Oh, just living. Living? Yes, you are a champ. Man, look at this place. I mean, I expected some of the patients wouldn't be here, but I didn't think that the staff would bail too. Champ, I've been thinking about you a lot this week. See, I got this friend, my best friend, Mikey. 3 days earlier. Bzz, bzz, Luke. Hi, Luke. How you been? Glad to hear it. No, Mike, he's still in your shower. Do you want me to pass along a message? No, he's just been real busy, I'm sure he'll get back to you. Okay, have a good day. Can you believe that shit? Oh, I know, champ. I know, but I gotta get this out. The day after the healing, Mikey calls me all excited and shit. Hey, man, you're walking right. How are the legs? The legs are still dangling here, Mikey. And that's been it. The last 10 days he hasn't called me and he won't take my calls. I mean, what type of bullshit is that? I'm sorry, I wasn't one of the lucky ones who got the miracle cure, so your conscience could be wiped clean, you drunk asshole. So, yeah, champ, this hasn't been the best couple of weeks for me, and I figured the best way to process it all was to lock myself in my room and empty the mini fridge of beer. I realized that life, isn't, fair. It isn't fair, and that fact doesn't fucking matter? Why are millions of people now healthy as a horse while people like you and me are still like this? I drove myself nuts once before trying to figure out why I ended up in the chair when it was Mikey's drunk ass behind the wheel. Now come this almighty healing and here we go again and I'm in this fucking chair asking why? I didn't want to go through that again, champ, and I couldn't, so I latched onto the beautiful, simple outdoor of yours. I mean, you did the fighting and you took the blows to your head, but it's your ex-wives and ex-marriages who have all your money. You have every reason to be pissed off, but look at you. You come here day in, day out with a smile on your face and do your work, and if some ask how they are, you say, just living. Yeah, living. In my drunken stupor, I heard your big booming voice as just living it up, and all it's made sense. Because I mean, let's face it, what do I really have to complain about? Well, I'd love to get out of this chair, of course, but I tell you and on a little secret. There are some freaky chicks out there who are really turned on by all this. Oh, I know, right? And not skanks either. I'm talking smoking with a capital. Okay. I mean, I am lucky, sure, the legs are short, but everything else down there works, and the ladies are so curious to go for a ride. Know what I mean? Hell yeah, you do, champ. I bet in your day you got all of the ladies, am I right? Oh, well, you know. Okay, sorry, champ, it's just... Thank you, I mean it, champ. Because when you think about it, there's always someone out there who has it worse. And let's face it, no one ever feels better when reminded of that little depressing fact. So what's left? What are we supposed to do? Well, you've been saying it for years, champ. Live. Just live. Alright, guys. So that was the last pages of this comic. So I hope you enjoyed the little acting that I did. Sorry for all of the language, but, you know, this comic has a lot of bad words in it. I didn't know it had bad words in it, but... I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I think this is like a series, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a series exactly, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little video that I did. So, till next time.